Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're playing the Colonial Charter mod version 1.6, the Forge Awakens, and we are in our town of Ramblington, which hopefully this episode is going to start expanding again. I do want to take care of a few things we had sitting around. One was a trader. That's right, llamas and chickens, so we're going to dismiss you. This stockpile's sitting here because we're going to give up on this experiment. We're going to put a real stockpile in this area for these guys to use. Is this guy empty yet? Yeah, I don't see any other numbers in there, so we're going to go ahead and shut this one down. That's going to free up a couple of laborers too. Yeah, so let's take this one out. That was just an experiment. And we're going to take this one out and put a real stockpile in here. So let's see. This one allows us to road through like that. I kind of like that. That allows us to stockpile right up against the building and they'll still have access to it. And it still leaves room over here for another path if we need to. So, yeah, we'll let that one go. Ropery. Question mark. Why is there a question mark? Just because it's waiting for employees. Okay. So the ropery will make out of flax, hemp, or reeds ropes for us. Which, I know it's used in like the shipyard. Is it also used in some of the construction? Buildings. I'm thinking the higher end houses. No, that's all building supplies now. So it seems like ropes used to go, I remember previous versions. So what's rope used for now besides the shipyard? So the shipyard, let me think here. Where is the shipyard? That one, what category would that be under? Is that under construction? That's where I saw it. So builds whole components for deployment at waterside docks and wharfs. So now that's compared to the food. Where do you get the whale blubber? So enough food refining. What is that one? I went through all those buttons, but I tell you, that was a blur. The shipyard builds whole components, so I'm guessing this builds something to trade. I'm not thinking that that's actually the blubber, the whale. Well, oh, luxury. Was it luxury? Hub kitchen. That one is the curing barn. That's tobacco. I don't think there's anything else that goes there. Cured pipe tobacco for smoking. Finished product. Okay. These are all we're going to require an inn, and this is all going to be in the next area. Well, I'll answer that other question later. For now, ropery, we're going to make it out of reeds, because that's what we've got. Employ somebody there. And where did that end up? That's over here. Let's take a look at that. There we go. And again, we'll pop our little sidewalk in right there. That one's lined up pretty good. So stringing the rope across, tying it off, twisting, working your way through, bundling it up, where it goes back inside through the roof. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Goes around there. Alright, so that's the ropery. A tannery now, so we can cure. We're making a lot of leather, and we don't have any use for it because we're not making hide coats, though we are making pea coats, which is leather and wool. That's right. What are our leather and wool counts? How do we compare? Leather are all the hunting lodges and the deer, which the deer have not harvested yet. They're still building up to that. Leather, LEA, there you are, 387. Wool was a lot more. Wool's 1,000. So I actually have a lot more wool than we have leather. So we're going to have some competition here. So, well, we'll get this running. Leather, And water. Oh, and salt. I forgot the salt. Now, what's with the water? Is that the, No, I wouldn't think so. What am I thinking of? Food. There was one that right there. Water tower provides clean water which can be used at the pub kitchen. That doesn't sound like the same thing. Do they go to a well? Maybe they go to a well. Speaking of wells, we do have one right here. Okay. We don't have one. We do have one in this area too. I remember putting it in the day we went through and put wells in all over the place. There we are. Okay. Have we built anywhere else lately and not put in wells? We did get one over here somewhere. I remember that going in. There you are. Hide behind that tree. These are the root cellars. Never really stopped to take a good look at these. So basically, they build into the hillside. So your door is clear back there, near the halfway point on the building. Okay. So, we were discussing this guy, and he needs salt. So we need to, well, temporarily, let's tell this guy, orders purchase. Can we do salt? Not directly. Okay, so let's keep salt in mind. We could pop a salt mine in. I'm trying not to let myself get any more distracted, but you know, this may be a good area to do something like that. We haven't tried one of those mines yet. What am I doing here? There and there. So, stone and salt mine. Surface mine for mining stone and salt. Upgraded version allows the ground to be reclaimed on removal. Stone cutters work here, not miners. That's interesting. Wonder why they chose to do that. I guess an open surface mine would be more like a quarry. Same principle, rather than tucking into the side of a mountain. I don't know. There's a reason for it. Maybe it'll be obvious once we see it. That's a good sized footprint. So that is the mine, as far as the red showing up there. Could do something like that. We've got our agriculture area here. There's probably not a lot more buildings we need to add to this, other than more storage barns. That might be a good idea. We are completely full down here. We're renovating that one. You know, we are renovating that one. Still got to find a place to dump all the rest of that stock. Let's stick another storage barn. This guy right here. We'll flip it around, aim toward that other city center over there. And this road is missing. Let's pop that road in. I guess I missed that spot. Or it's queued up to be built, but hasn't yet. Storage barn. Like so. And let's pop it off the corners by one. Does that allow us to still build the mine? I guess that's what I needed to find out. So, tree, pick, salt mine. Does not. Okay. So, if we were to go right here, if we were to try to sneak in behind here, I was hoping to get a second barn in. If we put it here, I think we can put another barn right in this space. So that gives us room for roads. Actually, we can road right through all the green arrows there. Aesthetically, what do you think? Would these colonists have done this? I'm going to go right there. So salt mine's dropping in there, but this guy I want to speed up. I want to put emphasis on that. Now I say that, I know we're in winter, and all the crops have been picked up. Okay. So you are at a loss. You're a trader. And I thought I turned off the traders. I guess I didn't turn off enough. Resource depot. No, I don't want to do that. What am I missing here? Are we just waiting for you to get to somewhere? Because we've got 2 traders queued up and there are still 2 trader... Okay. Now what? Okay. What did I do wrong there? I gotta figure that out. We turned this down to 2. These must not be traders. So if I were to... Huh. So 0 of 2, but traders, it's 6 of 4. The resource depot, were these vendors? If they were vendors, then that would say 0 of 2. Vendor, 5 of 5. What are these guys? Okay, there's 2 people employed, and they're having a problem because we are reclaiming it, or we are tearing it down. But still, I don't know who they are. Let's turn this back on. An hour of 6. That is so odd. Okay. Well, let's go back to tearing it down. And we'll just manually take our traders down like that, and these guys should go away. Okay. Who's cold? You out here in the woods are cold. Well, I would be too. It's 22 degrees out. So he's... No, there was a save. Okay. I don't know if you can hear my cat on the other side of the door there meowing to be let in. He'll give up after a while. Makes a lot of noise to get up, open the door, get the cat, bring him over, put him on his perch on the shelf, and then sit back down and get back to recording again. I've done it before, but try not to do it too often. Alright, farm supplier. Beef, cows, and llamas, and no salt. Okay. Oops. I need to say thank you. There we go. Alright, so have we caught up on everything? These guys are building. Stockpile is demolishing. Let's kick the priority up on that one first, just to get it done so that we can walk away from this. Turn this up to 5 speed. Give them a second to change their mind on where they're going to work. They'll come and clear this out real quick. There you are. Once that clears out, we will put the real stockpile in, and then we'll get across the river and start looking at housing over there. And actually get to what I said I was going to get to. Getting close. One more load. What is that? Huh, a crate. What was in that crate? Alright, so let's take a look at... This will be just general storage. It's going to be stone and coal, or iron. This doesn't make anything but stone, but this does make coal and iron. I don't think we'd want 3 individual stockpiles in there. I think we'll go with just a general stockpile, and it can be right up against the building, although they still have the freedom to take a diagonal walk in. So I'd hate to lose that freedom. So I think I'll go ahead and build it out by 1. We want to leave building room in here for something to go in, maybe as far as here. So let's build up this back end. We got these guys that are going to dump salt. Salt, to me, feels like it would be a resource. Is that true? Would that be a dry goods? What would that be? Dry goods is salt. There it is on my list. Okay. So, dry goods will not drop into a stockpile, right? Clay. Where's clay and sand? Those are materials, right? Where on this list are materials? There's building materials right up there. Clay is, okay, clay and sand are materials. That's different from dry goods. Because materials will sit in a stockpile. But dry goods, I'm pretty sure, do not. So we need a dry goods storage. And that is root cellar. That's not dry goods. We saw dry goods. What did we do with that? We were going to put one here one day and we didn't. We put them down here. Dry goods storage. Okay. So if he... right here? I think right here. Dry goods storage right here. Let's see if that fits. Small barn. Dry goods was right there. Does not fit. Okay. Doesn't quite make the footprint. And I can't really... well, I can squeeze him in there. Only this direction. Only because there's corners on the mine that also act as green arrows, so they will overlap. Can I get a second one? I cannot. So there's no walking through that area. Right there. I don't think. Well, no, I take it back. That is a road built in. Okay, this one's not. So we do have access to walk through right there. So dry goods is going to go in that area to give storage for this building. This one is a oil press, which oil would be... I have not seen oil before. Looking at my list here. Where would the oil be? It's not a fuel. It's not listed under healing, just the healing oils. Inedible foods? No. Will blubber, but no oil. Processed foods? I don't think it'd be a processed food. Huh. Seems like I remember seeing vegetable oil and there's a second oil. And there's lamp oil. So I don't know exactly where this guy is going to store. We'll just have to wait and find out. So I was doing something. I was making sure that we didn't need this space for something else. That's what I was doing. So we're taking care of all the way around. I did want a second barn right here. We'll lay that one out while we're doing it. And we're going in the direction of that up there. So this, I can get an extra couple spaces in here. Okay. So we'll just put one extra space right there. Alright, so this storage barn, I guess this one didn't get marked. Okay. So now that that's done, let's make sure that this storage barn here is the priority. Otherwise, let's get this stockpile going again. So I paused the game so I can think all this stuff through, because if I didn't, a trader would pop in and drive me nuts. So we're going to leave a space around everything, and that is a road right there. They're red. There will be the ability to put a road in that space. So we'll do the 4x10. Looks like it lines us up right there to continue through here if we need to. Okay. So he's waiting for salt. This is going to be salt, and we are heading across the river. We're building a storage barn. Building a bridge across here. So already got a lot of the materials in, and a low-flying slow duck. And so storage barn, let's... no, let's not. Was going to quickly upgrade that, but the point of this is to give these guys... they've already done their job. They've dumped it somewhere. Okay, let's upgrade as we go. Upgrade. So let's keep these things upgrading as often as we can. Did this one get done? It did. Alright, lots of room available. Where'd we dump everything? Yeah, our small markets are pretty full. I'm guessing this guy is getting quite full too. Now we're halfway. Okay. So, bridge going across. I think we need to get a few more houses up in this area. We did clear that out at one time. That grew back in the 3 or 4 episodes between then. So let's go ahead and take out some more trees right in here. And how do we want to road our way into this new area? That's kind of the goal for this episode. How are we getting across there? I wanted to diagonal to it. Let's... Okay, well, for starters, let's put in a dirt road. Or, is that dirt or gravel? What do they call it? They call it dirt. Ah, we've got a tree queued up right there. Okay. Let's unqueue the trees. Okay. So now we've got the ability to force our way through here. So we could make a straight road straight down, which will allow us to build the most things. Or we could diagonal our way through here to speed up the efficiency of getting from one to the other. I think that's the answer. So grab this guy and let's just see how this looks, how this works. So that's our corner. If we come across like that, it's going to kick off to that side, which comes in right there. If I go here instead, I think I like that better. That goes there. Doesn't quite line up with... Yeah, I guess it does line up with that one. There's one right there. Okay. So... bridge across. Seems like we have a double road here. This is our biggie right here. So this will be a double road right there. Like that. And it may be that we want to double up on this diagonal, but I'll wait. Diagonal road already kind of looks like a double road, so aesthetically it may already be enough to look like it's done properly. So we'll wait on that one. But this is not a main path, so we're not going to do anything special this route. This is what we're going to call our main pathway. So we're going to road into here. We're going to come out of here, I assume, with the very least a couple of straight roads. Boy, that is really blocked up. So that's going to pop out something like that, and this is going to likewise pop out of here and go like so. It may be that we will very soon come across and connect these guys. Don't know, I haven't really spent much time thinking about this area yet. This road very likely will go straight, so we can lay that one out. At least till it connects to that one, which is something like that. I think that lined up right. I know we need to add a little space over here. Let's wipe some of these trees out too. Like that. And road. So we need to go from here till it dies. So right there. Okay. So, at the very least, while all that's happening, let's get some houses into this area. Now this... Why are there so many... Oh, it's a material stockpile. That's why. We did that for the sand and the clay. And there's hardly any representation of that here. The brick is continuously being moved over here. Brick and furnace fuel. which is being made out of here. So I guess although that's supposed to be going in this area. There's bricks and furnace fuel, but they seem to want to default to the stockpiles rather than a building. That is strange. Is there room between here? What can I do that with? If I were to grab just something like this, cycle it through the area. So there's our spaces. So we're making charcoal, making bricks, and furnace fuel is actually coming out of here. This is going away. How about we grab this for another stockpile? Make it, smaller, the footprint of a building. Materials? This materials has brick building supplies, so I assume homewares, yeah. The various ores, coal, sand, clay, lumber, glass, candles. That's everything that we're doing right here. Okay, well let's go ahead and put another one of those in. They seem to need it. They are very, very happy using it. We'll kick it in. One space. Do we want a diagonal here? Just for the look of the town? Probably not necessary. Nah, I think not. I was thinking of erasing the roads here, putting it through there, stockpiling kind of in a little corner thing here. A lot of yellow going on. As replaced as glassmaker. Still have 12 laborers though, even through that. Okay. But we end up with just a tiny little corner stockpile. We do have to maintain this road anyway. In fact, it almost looks like we need to double up on this. This is our main pathway up that way. What is this fence here? That's part of this guy. There's really no moving this stuff. That's the potter. Okay. That's the potter. He's different from the rest of them. Okay. Okay, well, material stockpile, and we'll just kick it in a space. We'll have the flexibility of doing something different later. So, this guy, I'm going to start here, and we'll make it even with that road, and even with the end of that building right there. Okay. So, new place for them to dump their materials. So, that is this guy. Do we want to leave that there? Is kind of what I'm getting at. Do we like the look of that? I'm all for just making the stuff look better, making it look more realistic. I want to get into a lot more of the decorations later and lay out some city parks and kind of make this place look good. These guys need a place to dump. There was one building, this one, the meat locker, which never really did get used. The fish just aren't doing it. They're going, where are the fish going? Are we making that many fish? Making close to 600 a season. We've got him there, him here. He's also got 2. And he's doing the 550 to 600 also. Where is all this fish going? I'm just trying to think of what's here. Him. Him. That's all there is storage for this area. Otherwise, we're coming down here. We have these guys. Fish. 175. We have this one. No fish. Are we eating the fish that fast? 2,000 fish. Where the heck is it being stored? 2,000 fish out there. 22. There's 2 of these guys here. 165. All the rest of the storage is a long way away. 900. How did... Oh, okay, because most of the fish is coming out of here? No. They're making a lot more fish. Same 2 people. They're making 50% more. Huh. And we have more down here. Another 2. And they're even making more. So being on the lake gives quite the bonus. I mean, this circle is mostly in the water. So this one has a lot of the circle in the water. I'm thinking the game may give a bonus to fish from a lake. I think that other one up there had more water than this does. And yet, though this probably does have the most water of all 4, but still, look at that circle there. We're less than half, just shy of half, compared to this one here. Half. We're closer to 3/4. We are losing edges here, but still, I think there's more water in that 3/4 than the half over there. So, but that thing is making 6 something. This is making 5 something, and with so much more exposure to the river. So maybe the lake is a bonus for food. Interesting. So, what I was getting to is, do we need this? And I think we don't. I think this goes away. And becomes housing. Let's leave that because it's still central to all of these shore houses. So we'll leave that there, though it is kind of unsightly. But let's go ahead and get some more housing in. We're still not able to use the fancy homewares, so that's not houses. Let's go with a salt box over here. We have a diagonal road there. We just put that in. Okay, so we're over here with housing. Something like that. And let's do a country house next to them. Looks like... Oops. Let's see, F. There it is. And we'll do something like that. Now, just dawned on me. Those houses that have the the sides, where is that? There were houses that had, it was under storage? It was like a side of a house. Not the cellar, but it was more like this little piece right here on the side of the barn. It was like a shed-roofed house that goes right up beside another house. Where were those stored at? It wasn't in there. It wasn't in specialized. That is the small barn, the magazine. Dry goods, grain silo, root, meat, bank. So it's none of these. So I would think it'd be with houses. Is there any other category? Town services, food production. No, because it's stored more than just food. So it would be with housing. I'm trying to recall where that was. So this is... family townhouse. Oh, these branched again, didn't they? No, they don't. Okay. Any of these branch further? No. That's town lodging, boarding, large residence. What am I remembering? there was one of these houses, I don't know which one it was, that there was a shed or a side house that bolted went up to the side to give it a the look of an addition. Oh well, I'll have to do some research on the side, see if I can figure out what that was. So we'll go with the country house. Where were we? That was the salt. Country house is going in here. And this one, that look, yeah, that's fine. So, a couple of spaces, drop him in. And that's a different roof, different look to it. So, this road, do we want to just continue with that? Probably so. Like that. Throw another road in. We'll do something like that. And we'll probably continue this road through as well. Alright, well there's 3 houses there. Let's put a couple more in this area. We're going to do a little burst of housing. So, let's see. Is this game isn't running? Didn't even realize it wasn't running. So we're in this area now. So this is going to be replaced with a salt box eventually. And we don't have a homeless family because we do have a boarding house set up. So what is this one? That is a stone house. Okay. What am I doing here? This guy. Like so. Let's go to this guy. To me that looks like blue. It is blue. I don't remember there being a blue choice. I thought it was red and white. Interesting. That one in there, and I can get one more here. We'll put a white one right there. Okay. So there's a bunch of houses that are going to start going in. While I'm thinking about it, how is our housing situation now? 86 of 60. We had like 84 of 52 or something like that last time. So our percentage is dropping a bit. Alright, what do we got here? Fren the Rancher, who brought us deer and bison. So that is simple. We'll dismiss him and say thank you very much. And this one has been patiently waiting for us with a bunch of seeds. He's a planter, and yeah, I'm going to hold off on that too. So that is done. How are our laborers doing? We still have 12 laborers. This is the beef, and this one is the one that spends the most time trying to wait for beef. Let's do this. This one has been averaging... Oh, we've only just got going on it. 400. There was not a previous season. And we don't know if this season is complete. Alright, let's wait till we have confirmation here. Well, what I want to do... I probably should wait and do this some up at the other pasture areas. But I wanted to throw in some more employees and see if this number increases dramatically. Probably need to wait a couple of years so that we get 2 good, reliable years side by side, so that when we switch it, we can see what the difference really is. So we'll wait on that just yet. So, okay. What else needs to be done? You're being torn down. That's what needs to be done. We need builders. That's what I've been missing all this time. Okay, that explains things. So, you guys have hit your limit. We need to get more wool coats into here. We're going to be using pea coats for our citizens now. So, wool coats are at 100. Let's take that up to 300 for each of these. We're not going to get a full 300 in each, but it'll definitely empty the warehouses of all the wool coats, as well as grab any new ones that show up. So we can keep those just for selling. This one's being torn down. This one, tannery, is waiting for salt. Salt is being built, so the materials are in for pretty much everything. We're just waiting for builders to get them done. Only 54 jobs queued up for building. Alright, we'll do a few more builders, though we want to return them to laborers for when this crop comes in. We can kick that speed back up again. The oil press just got here. Great. Now let's see how this works. Kernels. I'm thinking that's like corn oil. Canola, flax, and cotton. Those are our seeds. Vegetables. That's olives. So here's the 4 different kinds of oils we can make. Okay, seed oils, vegetable oils, chili oil, lamp oil. Okay. Oh. So you take vegetable oil and process it again to make lamp oil if you're not making it out of blubber. That's right, they were saying this is the least efficient way to do it. Okay. Salt is in. Alright, so the builders, we're dropping back down again. Down to 4 builders. Let's get 2 salt miners in. Okay. Let's pause and head up here. We're going to have to start micromanaging here. So we're going to say 3 coal, because these were going to be miner. No, they weren't. They're going to be stone. So we're going to take this down to 3 in the stone quarry, and 3, 2 in there. So 1 more needs to go in. Of 5, 2 are working here, and 3 are working there. Definitely want to raise those numbers later, but there's a start for us. Okay, so this one is done. We are pulling out salt. There we go. So salt's coming out of there. And that must be why it is stone cutters, because this also makes stone. There's the answer. So that one is done. The oil press needs someone to work there, and we're going to use... I don't know. Let's pause that for a second. I increased the wrong one, didn't I? That's what I meant to do. What do we need the oil for? Was it the apothecary? Hospital. Where's hospital? There. No, we're looking for... Wait a minute. Cloth, honey, bone meal. We have that. Okay. It could also be used for healing oils. It wouldn't hurt to switch over to that. We have glassware. We have ginger that comes out of the forest. And we have whichever one we're about to make. So let's... Well, tell you what. Let's see what we have the most of. So, olive. 3,400 olives. Cotton, which has other uses, so we can't trust that all of it's going to be used for this. But there's 4,600 cotton. And, we probably don't need all that cotton going. Carrots, we have 3,400 carrots. Let's go look at the cotton and the carrots here in a little bit. But let's see here. So we've got lots of cloth that we've made with the cotton. So that's something we need to start selling. Unless there's more, another step beyond the cloth. There is. Eventually something to do with this guy, clothier. So cloth will make full coats. Leather and cloth will make frock coats. And cloth and feathers will make cloth down coats. Ooh. We're now making cloth down coats. Ah, that sounds good. There's where our cloth's going to get used. Okay. So, cloth, let's go with the olives for now. So, it's vegetable oil. So this is going to use make healing oil with vegetable oil, ginger, and glassware. And we should still have, we've never used ginger for anything unless they eat it. It's possible that it's a food that they eat. It probably is. So we are going to be competing with that. But we'll go with that for now. Oil press is going to make vegetable oil. One person. Looks like we can employ up to 2. We'll go with the 1. Well, we'll leave the 2 as a reminder. And limit is fine in work. So that is done. And I'm thinking 2 things. One, we're going to turn off 1 cotton. Not that. There. Work. Save an employee there. We had 3,500 carrots. There's already almost 2,000 sitting right here. And another, so almost 4,000. This, I'm pretty sure there was another season. Well, let's work under the assumption that there wasn't. What is this actually? Let me grab a calculator. I was just going to say it's pretty obvious they're eating it, but maybe it's not that obvious. So what is 935, 883? Nope, that didn't work. You got to hit the plus in there between them. 935 plus 883 plus 979 and 887. That is 3684. And we said, where's my W? There it is. Carrots, 3535. I'm thinking that this is not only the second year that we've made carrots. I'd have to go back through the episodes, but I'm thinking that there are more prior to this. And it's obvious to me that they're eating it, but just not eating it in huge quantities, so that we still have a lot in stock, like we have a lot of all these other ones in stock. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's confirmed that the plantation does not turn a crop into something that is not edible, say for the purpose of trading it instead of eating it. Though it doesn't explain to me why you can grow edible things in a tool that is counted as dry goods. I don't understand why you would want to do that. But I'm going to go ahead and turn these guys off also. And take out 2 more farmers. The point of this is gaining labor so I can continue with the builders and still pick all this stuff up. So we're going to have 1 field of cotton coming in. These guys are all going to sit and wait for whatever else comes up in the future. In fact, next time seeds come around, I guess we can go ahead and grab another plantation type of a seed to go there. So with that, dry goods storage just came in right there, and drawbridge just got done. There, we're on our way to getting more. Okay, building sites are going in. Or I think next episode we're going to start to see, wow, so you put builders in the system and it's amazing what they get done. We're going to start to see some progress out over here soon. So I'm going to say we're done. Another one of our 30-minute episodes with a 15-minute bonus at the end. Well, I thank you guys for watching and listening to my ramblings. And if you'd hit the like and subscribe down there, I'd really appreciate it. Let your friends know about this and leave your comments and tell me what you think. And say a prayer for Collie the Gatherer, who died in childbirth, and her family. And we will see you next time, folks. Bye-bye.